What's up everyone? Today we're going to be taking a first look at the brand new GAN 460. So taking a look at the outside of the puzzle, you can definitely see some GAN characteristics. One of them being the exaggerated roundness of the bottom of the edge and these really large cuts in the corners. And as far as feel goes, I'll talk about the outer layers first. This cube probably has the best feeling outer layers of any 4x4 I've ever tried. It's just so smooth. The only bump you feel at all is when you're turning a layer and the magnets align, but other than that, it's extremely smooth. And I think it has to do with the 60mm size of this cube. It just feels really good in my hands whenever I'm doing 3x3 stage. It's just something that I really enjoy, and I think it's a pleasure to turn. But now onto one of my major critiques of this puzzle, and that is the inner slices. Now I get that there's going to be more of a bump when you're turning the inner slices because there's obviously more magnets to attract, but it's definitely more than that. I think it has to do with the design. I'm not sure which part of it, but whenever you're turning the inner slices, you have to slow down so much and be more exact whenever you're turning. I know you could see that my turning isn't great, but the locks that I normally don't get on the Wu Chui, I get on this cube, and it's really annoying, especially when you're doing OLL parity. And just for the record, this puzzle doesn't have any heavy lube in it. It's just got some DNM, so there's absolutely nothing to slow down those inner layers. I definitely think it's some kind of design flaw, but I'm not giving up on the cube yet because it might be able to be fixed with setup. But I'm not even sure how to tension this puzzle. If you look right there, you can see that there's a GES nut under the 4 centers, but I don't know how you would even get a tool under there to turn it. But that's an issue for another day. I'm just happy to have this cube and be able to play with it because, like I said, I really enjoy these outer layers. They turn honestly like a 3x3. And as far as the mechanism goes, you can see that there's not that many revolutionary changes. There is a larger gap between the two inner pieces. As you can see here, we've got the 460 on the left and the Wu Chui on the right. There's definitely a larger gap. Now that might be something that contributes to the amazing outer layers of this puzzle, but I'm not completely sure. And the two main innovations on the pieces are the honeycomb pattern that we've known GAN for since the SM came out, and the magnet positioning system, which is brand new. When I first saw the magnets peeking through the side of the edges and corners, I was really excited because I thought that meant that the magnets could be closer, allowing GAN to use smaller, lighter magnets but still get a strong feel. But sadly, as you can see here, the magnets aren't any closer to each other than they would be if they were simply glued to the inside of the puzzle. Although I do think it's a pretty innovative idea, I think GAN really missed an opportunity here on making the distance smaller between the magnets. Because like I said, that would have definitely allowed for smaller, lighter magnets in this puzzle to get the same feel. So my first impression of the GAN 460 is that it's actually not that bad. Now when I first tried this cube at the office, I actually didn't like it that much. But the more I play with it, I just can't set it down. Now I don't know if that's the size and I just like the way it feels in my hands, or the outer layers, how good they turn, but there's just something about this cube that makes me want to keep playing with it. Now do I think it's going to be top 4x4 solvers mains? Probably not. But it's still really fun, and I think it's a really good attempt from GAN for their first 4x4. So like I said at the beginning, this is just my first impressions. I'll do a full review whenever I get one and I'm able to set it up the way I want to. But if you're interested in picking one of these up, they're actually on pre-order right now at thecubicle.us. I'll link it down in the description. But I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and you'll hear from me soon. Later guys.